A chilling set of facts were read out in court Thursday as a 14-year-old boy admitted to the first-degree murder of 83-year-old Eleanor Doney. While Doney was out raking leaves on May 29, 2025, around 3 p.m. outside her Pickering home, the boy, whose identity is covered by a publication ban under the Youth Criminal Justice Act, admits he walked up and engaged Doney in a 2-minute conversation before returning to his briefcase and grabbing a knife and stabbing her 8 times. The retired kindergarten teacher's cause of death, a stab wound to her neck. Patty Gallagher was a friend of Eleanor Doney's from church.
We knew that it was a horrible way to die, but we had no idea it was as horrible as it was.
Court heard Doney staggered backwards and tried to flee, but she was unsuccessful.
She tried to get away and he chased her, but I think the part that surprised me was this was so premeditated. Like he had been planning it for a long, long time.
The teen was arrested roughly 5 hours later at his home after police alerted the community to shelter in place. Court heard the 14-year-old boy received a 5-day suspension from school 1 day earlier for bringing a knife to school. And in the weeks and days leading up to the murder, accessed a video titled, "Is Reverse Grip Good for Stabbing Down?" Accessed 15 videos about how to tell if you're a psychopath or a sociopath. Searched How Serial Killers Got Away on YouTube twice. Accessed a 4-hour video called The Most Sadistic Serial Killers of All Time. And accessed 6 videos about serial killer Ted Bundy. Court heard the 14-year-old also spoke to a psychologist retained by the defense in anticipation of the guilty plea, and disclosed that he had experienced fluctuations in violent ideations, which he described as a urge to kill in the weeks before the murder. When he saw Miss Doney in front of her home on May 29, 2025, he knew he had a knife in his briefcase and carried out his plan to kill someone by engaging her in conversation and stabbing her to death. The Crown and defense agree the maximum 10-year sentence for a youth convicted of first-degree murder is appropriate, likely to be 6 years in a custodial facility and 4 years in the community, though defense is asking for credit for time already served. And in the nearly dozen victim impact statements read out in court, we heard how family and friends are just shocked, and they're still shocked by how callous, violent, and senseless this murder was on a great-grandmother. And not only did it leave the family angry and upset, but a community in fear. We also heard that Eleanor Doney and her husband had been married for 63 years. She was his primary caregiver, given he was nearly blind. And as a result of her murder, he was forced to move into a long-term care home just weeks earlier and sell the house that they both loved. Back to you.
Crime specialist Catherine McDonald reporting live in Oshawa. Thank you.